Have you ever stopped to think that, on average, humans live between 70 and 100 years? Do you even realize how many different phases we go through in our lives? Studies, move, new friends, fleeting relationships, another move, new social circles, marriage, kids, and then kids leave. Do you really believe you're going to stay in the same house for your entire life? Here, high-end design meets reality.
A long and rich life.
Studies consistently show that people who have lived in multiple places tend to be more successful and adaptable. According to the US Census Bureau, about 1% of Americans move every year, and those who relocate more frequently often experience faster career growth and a broader social network. Beyond just job opportunities, moving exposes people to diverse cultures and lifestyles, fostering innovation and personal development. Let's not forget the demographic realities. In the US, the average age for first marriages is now around 30, while divorce rates for people over 50 have doubled in the last 25 years. Nearly one-third of older adults live alone, sometimes multiple times throughout a lifetime. So, what does this tell us? Life is not as stable as we might imagine. That picturesque idea of settling down in one house forever is a comforting illusion. But it doesn't reflect the rich, evolving paths most of us will take. Let's dive deeper into why changing homes, or at least adapting them, is crucial for living fully.
People come and go, buildings stay the same.
Alex and James had been friends since childhood, growing up side by side in the same cozy neighborhood. They were both bright and full of potential, but their personalities couldn't have been more different. Alex was vivacious, driven and ambitious, always with a new project or idea up his sleeve. He dreamt of building a successful career and life that reflected his passions. James, on the other hand, had simpler aspirations. He longed for a comfortable life, but couldn't quite picture himself leaving the familiarity of his parents' home. He saw stability in staying close to his roots, in the neighborhood where he grew up. Now fast forward a few years and both friends got married and became successful professionals. Every year, during the holidays, they would return to visit their parents, but their lives had taken different paths. James stayed close to home, keeping the apartment he had as a bachelor because it was conveniently near his parents. He thought it would be temporary, but as the years went by, he and his wife stayed there, even after having children. The place became cramped, but he kept telling himself that it wasn't worth the hassle of moving. They made do quick fixes, adding shelves here, rearranging furniture there, but the discomfort grew. The pressure of living in a space that no longer fit their needs took a toll on his marriage, and eventually James found himself divorced, with his kid grown and moved out. But what happened to our driven Alex?
Growing apart from our real estate shell.
Alex, however, took a different route. When he got married, he didn't hesitate to move away for work. His family grew, and they moved 3 times, adjusting their living space to suit their needs each time. While the neighborhoods weren't always ideal and the moves were stressful, he and his wife made their family's comfort a priority. As their children grew and eventually left home, they decided to downsize again. At 55, they moved into a smaller, charming home in a neighborhood they loved. It wasn't the biggest house, but it was perfect for their new stage of life. Staying in the same house out of fear of change is one of the worst decisions you can make. Over time, minor renovations to make things work only patch over deeper problems, leaving you with a space that feels outdated, cluttered, or impractical.
A full life, 10 houses.
The lesson here is simple and crucial. We must regularly evaluate whether our homes are truly supporting the life we want to live. It's tempting to stay in a place out of inertia or fear of change, but doing so can cause us to lose out on comfort, happiness, and even our relationships. While changing homes or committing to a major renovation of your current house may seem daunting, Ignoring the need for change can trap us in spaces that don't serve us. A home at every stage of life should adapt to our evolving needs, whether that means more space for a growing family or something smaller and cozier when the nest is empty. It's about being honest with ourselves and prioritizing what truly matters. How many times have you moved or made a great renovation of your home already? Thanks for watching. See the big picture and keep thinking forward.